My favorite penny stock is up more than 450% from where I initially spoke about them. Do I think it's too late to buy? What is happening, investors? It is your boy Jack. I am not a financial advisor. I got the clothing line to prove that fact. And today we're speaking about Orbital Energy Group, OEG. So I initially spoke about these guys December 27th when they were 148 a share, my friends. And as you can see, as of right now, they are at 795 after a 59% run up yesterday, and they're up another 5+% in the pre-market right now. Now when I made this video, I put a $9 price target on the company, but the thing is, I only made the video on the 27th of December, I believe it was, so pretty much a month ago, my friends, and they're already very close to that price target. And I want to premise this video by saying I don't hold a long position in this company, sadly, and that is one of the things I really want to speak about in today's video, because I learned a lot from Orbital Energy, a lot of valuable lessons that I think are going to make me a lot of money going forwards, particularly when it does come to penny stocks, because a lot of the time people like to day trade or swing trade penny stocks, but the real money does come when you're willing to hold them a little bit longer. Now, there was one piece of news in particular that made this move happen. Okay? 12 things to know about Orbital Energy Group and the Orbital Solar JV. So these are the primary things I want to speak about today. Now, if you don't know who this company is, what I advise you to do is go back and watch my first video on them before this one. It's a full 15-minute video. I go through all of the bullish points that I saw all the way back then when they were 148 a share. And it'll just give you a much better understanding of who the company are, what they actually do. So my friends, right before we do get into today's video, could I please ask you to hit that juicy like button? Maybe drop me a comment down below. Did you buy these guys? And if you did, let me know what price you got in at. I really hope some of you guys have eaten well on this one. And please, my friend, if you are indeed new around here, hit that juicy red subscribe button and join the family of investors, baby. We're trying to get to 100,000. I really would appreciate all of you. Also, if you are interested in joining my private Discord group, that is the first link in the description. The guys in there always find out my picks before they do make it to YouTube. I know we have a lot of people still holding in there who got in, you know, around the $1.50 to $2 mark, so that is awesome. January's been an amazing month for us, I'm going to put it that way. So if you want to join that community of over 2,200 investors, get access to all of my buy and sell alerts, access to over 50 private channels. That's the first link in the description, my friends. And if you want 4 free stocks on Webull, that's the second link in the description. You gotta sign up, deposit $100. It's that simple. You get some free money. 2 of those stocks will be worth $3,700 each, my friends. So this is really what moved these guys yesterday in particular. Orbital Energy joins partnership for North American solar projects. They skyrocketed by nearly 50% on this news. It ended up being over 50% that Orbital Solar Services subsidiary is named the engineering, procurement and construction company of choice for the newly formed Black Sunrise Half Century Fund. Now, just by seeing this article, there's a few points I have to bring out from when I originally was trying to put a valuation on this company when I initially came to my $9 price target, which had a lot to do with what analysts had to say. Now, when I was initially researching OEG, there wasn't that many people covering them, and I don't just mean analysts, I mean in general news sites. There wasn't that much information out there. Whereas now, if you go and look up OEG stock, you will see we have news from Investor Place, Investor Observer, they always have it, Seek and Alpha, Nasdaq, Forbes. I mean, there's a lot of them covering these things now. Whereas only a matter of 4 weeks ago, there wasn't that much at all. Seek and Alpha did have the Q3 earnings call transcript, which was extraordinarily important in deciding if it was a good investment or not. But there's a lot more coverage on this company now. And one more thing I didn't really take into account when I was deciding what I thought a realistic price target was things such as this one. I didn't give it enough respect. And I think that things like this happening more and more often are going to increase the valuation of this company. I want to remind you guys, okay? They still have a market cap of 367 million, so it's still a small company. I know it's at over $8 a share in the after hours, but as a company, it's still very small. So of course, now it has nowhere near the same amount of potential as when I initially was speaking about them at, let's say, 150. It's already up about 450+%. Of course, it doesn't have the same potential. And that's the thing about these penny stocks, my friends. A lot of the time, by the time people give them respect and by the time people are willing to take them seriously, it's because there's already been a 300, 400, 500% run. And then people will say, oh, it's not worth investing in them now. They've already had their big run. People were saying that at $2.50 as well. People were also saying that at $4 a share. So I mean, penny stocks can't win a lot of the time. If they haven't made an up move, people think that they're a terrible company. And if they've made a huge up move, people think it's too late. That's why my favorite way to play penny stocks is getting in early before people are hyped up on them. Now this right here, OEG Stock and its recent joint venture. So a little bit more on this joint venture, okay? So the joint venture has Orbital Energy Group subsidiary, Orbital Solar Services, working with Aecon Lighting America and Black Sunrise Half Century Fund. Now, in my first video, I spoke about the fact that the large majority of what I was investing in with OEG was OEG Orbital Solar. They changed a whole lot of their business in Q3 of last year, and they primed themselves to grow very, very quickly. This will have them decommissioning coal-fired power plants across the US. At the same time, they will also be converting these into solar panel farms. Orbital Energy Group notes that this will have Orbital Solar acting as the engineering, procurement, and construction company for these locations. This work will start in the second quarter of 2021, so it's still 3 to 5 months away. The Black Sunrise Fund chose Orbital Solar as its partner of choice due to its proven track record of more than 40 solar projects with 600 megawatts. And the Black Sunrise Fund says that it expects to build over 1 gigawatt of solar power with a beginning investment of $725 million. So this is the kind of thing that I didn't take into account enough when investing in this company, and that's the first major lesson that OEG has taught me personally. It can be difficult to put future valuations on penny stocks, very, very much so. And most people work off, revenues, projected revenues, gross margin growth, etc, etc, when it comes to, penny stocks and big stocks. When it comes to penny stocks, they very, very much so are still in their growing phases. And you really do have to take into account potential partnerships or potential acquisitions and vertical integration when trying to put a future value on one of these companies. That's not something I did a good enough job of. Now, when I made that video, I got the usual. I got people hating on me for putting a $9 price target on them. I mean, only a month later, they are very close to that $9 mark. It didn't take the 12 months because I undervalued the company. Now, what I will say, guys, is this literally has been my favorite penny stock I ever looked into. And I think it was unfortunate for me that it was one of the first ones I ever looked into. So I did not have many comparison points. I've only recently gotten into the penny stock game. Thankfully, we've had lots of success, but if I had have started penny stock investing 2 or 3 months prior to finding these guys, I guarantee you I would have held my position when I bought in initially around $2 a share. But that's the thing about investing, my friends. You are always going to be growing as an investor. You are always going to be learning lessons and making mistakes. You're always going to be getting better. And so although I may not have made the most money on these guys, I swung them twice. I made like 20% and 7 or 8%, nothing crazy. The money that these lessons have taught me going forwards are going to be absolutely fantastic, and they have already started paying their dividends. TMDI is another penny stock that I have called on the channel recently. I believe I got in at $2.08 a share. You can see over the 5-day chart, we have hit $3 on a few separate occasions, okay? So I could have got I've been up 50, I've been up even 60% in this company. But OEG taught me that the real money can come from holding these companies long. Penny stocks don't have to be short-term trades. They can be investments. And that's what TMDI to me is. It's an investment, and it's very important to understand the differences. Now, bringing it back to OEG, and the main reason I'm making this video, okay, is it too late to buy the company? And I just want to say, my friends, I now think, of course, there is better opportunities out there. They have gone up in value so much, and a lot of growth over the next couple of quarters is priced in. I mean, we're trading at about 860 pre-market, my friends. I do still think they have room to run. In all honesty, again, I think my $9 call did undervalue the company because I left a couple of pieces out of the equation. So I still think they have room to run up. But do I think they're the best opportunity out there? In all honesty, at current prices, no. If I had a position built, I wouldn't really have intentions of selling at this stage, in all honesty, looking back on everything. Now, if you have a rather large position, you're up 200%, why not take the initial investment out and play it risk-free? That way you're protected and you're guaranteed to make some money. It's awesome. But I can't really see myself buying them at $8.60 a share because I do still think that a lot has to go right for this company in order for them to do very, very well long-term. I do still think it carries considerable risk, okay? And I think there are other companies out there, other penny stocks in particular, that carry, similar risks but haven't had a very big upward move as of yet. Now, they may not have as many catalysts come out either, of course, but I would rather sit on them and wait for those catalysts to come out. So that's what OEG really has taught me. It's that, if you research the company, just because it's a penny stock, it doesn't mean that it can't be an investment. Patience really does pay off sometimes. Sometimes it'll burn you, but sometimes it pays off. Understand if you're going into a company for the swing trade or for the long-term investment, because genuinely it's very, very important, my friends. And ultimately, if you do the research and you are that confident in a company, you should be willing to trust your own analysis. But anyway, my friends, that is my video on OEG. Hopefully I was able to give you some value in this one. If you watched all the way till the end, you, my friend, are a true legend, and I really do appreciate you being here from the bottom of my heart. Your support means the world to me. If you enjoyed today's video, could I please ask you to hit that juicy like button, maybe drop me a comment down below, and please, my friend, subscribe if you're new around here. And if you are interested in joining that private Discord group, that is the first link in the description. Again, access to all of my buy and sell alerts, over 50 private channels, a community of over 2,200 investors. It's juicy, baby. And if you want those free stocks on Webull, that's the second link, my friends. Anyway, guys, I hope you all have a beautiful, blessed day. I'll see you for another video very soon. Peace.